pull. Back to Clark. She will launch and bury it.
To Caitlin Clark all night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark, cut it. The Fever looking to erase. Here's Clark, catch and shoot. Hits a three.
15-2 extended run from the end of the first quarter. Clark again. Set all kinds of three-point records last year. Here's Caitlin Clark driving. She's got the
6 to shoot. Backing down. Clark leans in and banks it. 9 of 13 shooting.
and 12 assists now for Seattle.
Clark in. Sabali. Clark drags her out, races in. Clark will lay it home.
To the sky. Caitlin Clark running things. 8 assists, 15 points in the first half. Look at
Good coaching move. Clark turns the corner and gets to the out by the end of the year. She's had a couple shots from the Gainbridge Fieldhouse logo. Here's Clark on the drive. And the
Green didn't get one. Now Will from Boston splits the double team. She'll flip it up with the right hand and score. Caitlin.
Big players shine in big moments. And tonight, Caitlin Clark reminded everyone exactly why she's built for the spotlight. From the opening tip, she looked locked in, but it was in the clutch where her greatness truly surfaced. The game started with her signature range. She calmly stepped into a three from several feet beyond the arc, and the crowd knew right away. This was going to be her night. Every defender's worst nightmare is a shooter who can score from anywhere, and Caitlin punished them for every inch of space they gave her.
I'm going to get chucked. Backdoor. Clark lays it.
It's 2 personal fouls here through 3 quarters. DeJournette has taken a new step.
Within 3. Dangerous pass. It's Clark who's off to the races. And Caitlin Clark
Ability from 3 for the Sparks. 0 for 9. And
Kings are dominating in free throws.
bank shot as the pace starts to pick up here from Indy. The hesitation. Clark gets to the...
Clark with it. We got a tie ball game. Clark
that's what 6'5" would do for you. I don't have that luxury. Nice give and go. Clark right at the cup, and she gets the...
Much better for Connecticut.
Caitlin Clark. Just under 8 minutes to play. Clark finds some space and hits a...
Nice backdoor for Coach Side and this team.
Clark team. And Clark penetrating. Open.
And you got Team USA against Team All-Stars. Clark connects.
beat her balance so well around the basket.
There's Caitlin Clark.
When you're not seeing them.
Clark from way downtown.
And we're going to expect a big night here for Cunningham. She does a good job stepping in when she needs to.
Clark gets it ahead to Clark. Clark will drive, get to the rim, lay it.
But scoring wasn't her only weapon. Her passing was pure artistry. Midway through the second quarter, she drove into the lane, pulled 2 defenders with her, and, without even looking, whipped a pass to the corner for a wide-open 3. That's what separates her from the rest. She makes everyone around her better while still piling up points herself. The tension really built late in the game. With the score tight and the clock ticking down, Caitlin put the ball in her hands and went to work. First, she dribbled through traffic and finished at the rim with a high-arching layup. Next possession? A step-back jumper over a taller defender. You could feel the momentum swing entirely in her team's favor.
Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back. Hits him. Now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from 3. Will dip inside and lay. Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
At 10. Look at the tie last year's winning record.
Clark from moved up to 8th with that win over Chicago as Clark gets inside and has 9-8-5 right now. Clark with the step back deep 2. Money.
Here comes Caitlin. Get it!
Here is Clark. She will launch and bury it.
Some shots.
45 blocks last year. Clark for 3.
The Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games. Clark, connect.
Start. Clark, a little bit of daylight.
Clark, as we mentioned, only 3 points in the second half. She had 13 in the first half, but has picked up a triple-double here today.
Good job by Cunningham to quickly get on Clark.
Clark sinks the screen and got the 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists herself. Clark a bomb in. Clark trying to take her defender, pulls up and
Clark out her career at multiple levels. Tina Charles just had 2 points.
And then came the dagger. With less than a minute left, Caitlin sized up her defender near half court. 1 dribble, 2 dribbles, step back, launch. The shot hung in the air, and when it splashed through, the arena erupted. That wasn't just a basket, it was a statement. A declaration that when the game is on the line, Caitlin Clark is the one you want holding the ball.
Sure was. Top 4 scorers at the college level here.
And now with 22 seconds to go, here's Clark off the screen, the three-pointer.
Second because she got 2 in the first quarter against Connecticut.
Clark. Benley. Here's Clark, a good look from 3. She got...
Druid told me about you at Texas Tech. They wanted the offensive foul.
Good turnover for rookies like Clark, and she weaves her way inside. Levish hounding Clark. Clark, step back 3. Knocks it. Mitchell spinning, finding Clark. 5 to shoot. Clark lays it in.
Look, if they can get back into this game, it's going to be grabbing those boards, getting some second chance opportunities.
Clark gets her.
Clark off the screen, finds some space, and there's a 3. Clark. Here's Clark off a screen, gets a look, and...
Beyond the numbers and the highlights, it was her poise that stood out. No panic, no hesitation, just confidence. She controlled the pace, trusted her instincts, and delivered when everything was on the line. By the time the buzzer sounded, Caitlin had led her team with scoring, passing, and leadership that can't be measured on a stat sheet. Nights like this prove she isn't just another player. She's the heartbeat of her team and the face of a new era in basketball.
And with Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark 3-ball in the way.
All over the floor. Clark working it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession. Logo shot.
To get involved more on the offensive end.
3 players in double figures. Clark.
Stepping back.
Clark launches, nails it. And she'll take the first 3-pointer.
He does well every time down the floor. It tries to
Surge. Clark on the drive, gets to the rim, and
to get involved more on the offensive end.
3 players in double figures. Clark.
was trying to clear 8. Shot clock down to 9. Here is Clark, gets inside, the scoop shot.
Clark pulls off that screen.
Knocked away by Clark. Here's Clark ahead of the field. Caitlin Clark has
A ratio in her career last season. Clark gets away with a little push. Fall away.
Indiana has numbers here. Clark looks to take advantage. Clark launches and hits.